Kevin, Mark the Soldier, Laura, and Bill.
Did I say anything that would really offend you?
The crew is in.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Anything can happen.
You know, I didn't mean the things I was.
It usually does.
No, I know.
Safe for the ivy. Smells like bitch in here. Wow, what the hell?
It's not me for once.
From the Mac of all trades studio in Fairport, New York, it's Billified, the Bill Moran podcast.
Well, hello and welcome. Thanks for getting your pot on. Thanks for telling a friend. That's how we spread the word about the pirate ship. Busy weekend, and we're taping this on the last day of the Hoochie Festival, which is local, and I usually try to avoid talking about things that are more timely on the podcast just because, but I have to tell you, I am so impressed with what it's the idea of Tommy Burnett, but I think the engineering and the setup is absolutely 100%.
Well, he only does the best. You know what I mean? He's only going to get
Is
the
Sean
best
McCarthy,
to
but I mean, it's unbelievable. And then Tommy did a lot of marketing stuff, but you have to see the way this is all set up. And I know you're going to go later today, Laura.
Yeah.
It's really, really impressive. And then I wasn't as familiar with some of the bands. Like I knew Guster, but I didn't really know Guster. I knew My Morning Jacket, but I always associated them with my sister because she was a fan.
Okay.
Ooh.
So My Morning Jacket.
God, I'm old.
Yeah. Okay. So, but these are bands that have been around for almost 40 years.
See,
Geez.
I miss the 90s.
Why?
I just missed the whole 90s thing. And it's because I was so pissed off that the 80s went away because I loved 80s music.
Oh, okay.
And I liked the grunge, but the grunge took over from what was the modern rock.
Right. And then that sort of dissipated. But I got to tell you, I went to see Tommy's band because Dan's wife was singing backup.
Oh, okay. Beth was in it.
Beth was in it. And they were fantastic. And Tommy's got so much energy and he was great. And Sean came out and played drums on a song.
I saw your video of him shirtless playing drums. And if you know.
I don't think he was shirtless.
Yes,
was he?
he was. If you know anything about Sean, that man is always shirtless.
Oh.
Like,
Okay.
he loves to rip his clothes off. It's an ongoing joke with that family.
Okay. I didn't know. I thought I couldn't tell.
Yep.
Well, see, what women know. I figure I usually notice things.
Well,
So
I know
here's-
that family very well.
Who's Sean? You got
Sean is Sean
Sean
McCarthy, the
McCarthy.
owner of McCarthy Tents and what is it?
Tents and Events.
Tents and
McCarthy
Events.
Tents and Events.
There we go. Thank you.
And
So-
him and his wife are very visual, execute things. And
The setup is
I'm
amazing.
excited to
The
see
whiskey tent is incredible when you go in there.
it. Mhm.
And there's no way. I mean, I'd love to meet the person that burned through all their tickets because you'll get tickets when you go in there to the World of Whiskey.
Okay.
It comes with the.
I don't
those
really
tickets.
drink whiskey, but
No, I mean they have tastings. There's
I'll try
cream
it.
stuff.
Yeah.
There's bourbon bacons. There's different ones. I saw a brewery down by my mom. Well, actually, it's on a dirt road by where I went to elementary school.
Oh,
It's called the Deconic Distillery, and they have great stuff. And they were there, and but every single thing was like every table was booked. I couldn't.
wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was just so well done, and the space. And I will tell you this: I live in this town. You can't hear the music outside really the venue.
Well, that's good.
And I think it's just naturally acoustically that way. And a lot of people were saying, because there's sort of an up and coming stage, right? Artists who are up and coming. That stage, I don't think you could hear the main stage from.
Oh,
And
really?
they're-
Because I was
they're close.
wondering,
Yeah,
like,
they're
you
close.
have to walk back and forth
You do to see
between the stages. Okay.
Yeah. But I stayed up by the main stage where
Mhm.
Tommy played. Then it was Guster. And I was amazed at the number of people came out for Guster. They were cool. He came out in the crowd. He
Oh,
got
really?
had the longest. They put together wires. The guys over in VIP walking around, then down in the front walking around, and then back up on stage. And then My Morning Jacket. I didn't realize what a jam band they were.
I guess I don't know.
Yeah, I was not going to stay,
Yeah.
but my buddy Rob Rice was there, and I went out and just stood with them in the main crowd there, and it was awesome.
Yeah.
And it was a great vibe. I just was like really, really impressed the way these
A lot of
guys did it.
people?
Yeah. I mean,
We saw
It
like
doesn't
drone
feel-
footage from the first night, and
Yeah.
it looked insane.
yeah. But
Because you were there both days, right?
I was
Friday
there
and Saturday.
Friday and Saturday. Yeah. I mean, it wasn't obnoxious though. You didn't feel crowded or like you couldn't, you know how I mean?
Yeah.
Sometimes these things get not that at all. It was really well done. And I hope they keep it at this spot.
I know that they really wanted to bring it over to Fairport because that's where Heather
Yeah.
and Sean are from. They love Fairport. So I think that they plan to keep it there because I know that they had to fight hard to get it there.
Yeah.
So
Well, I'll tell you, whatever they did, super impressive, super great for the town. And I'm hoping that, like, if someone discovers this, because everything lives online forever, 5 years from
Yeah.
now, the Hoochie is a huge festival. There were so many people in town that were fans of my morning jacket that follow them around.
oh really?
Yep. And then, I know what's today, Modest Mouse.
Modest Mouse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people are. Go ahead. You don't know. I don't know.
You know,
what
but that's the thing is I know songs and I know this because of how we play the game. I know songs, I can sing along with them. I
Right.
can normally never tell you the artist.
Mhm.
So, I mean, I know one Modest Mouse song, but maybe if they play it, I'll be like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Like I even on Friday, we went to Party in the Park and Almost Queen played. I guess I didn't even know how many Queen songs I really knew until they were playing them. I was like,
Yeah.
singing along, but
It's funny that Queen had so many, right?
Yes.
That you don't even realize. Yeah. That's funny. And then you went to the Bills, I guess, inaugural game at the
Yeah.
stadium, right? First professional game. It
Yeah.
was preseason, but
it was amazing.
yeah.
I mean, the stadium is absolutely gorgeous. Renee and I were gifted VIP. Well,
Look
we
at
had
this. My God, you're so fancy over there. All right.
we were in the M&T suite. So it sort of is like, well, we get this experience for preseason and now
Yeah.
the rest of the season we're going to be paying $700 to be up in the nosebleeds. So it was pretty funny, but it was gorgeous. It
Joe
was-
Brady did something that McDermott has never done.
And what's that?
Allen played 3 series
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And looked good.
and looking great.
Yeah. I mean, they got through a couple times the line.
Right,
Like,
he got sacked.
He got sacked. Yeah.
He's
Twice,
gonna-
I think.
He's gonna take sacks. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
That's better. Taking a sack's better than throwing a pick, I guess.
I agree. You still have possession of the ball.
Right.
Right. You still
I
have
will
the-
say when Keon Coleman got that first touchdown in the new stadium, it was wild.
Yeah.
And I'm surprised that it was Coleman because
Well, because
somewhat
all this
a
stuff.
flop and
He's fighting
drops
for his
him.
life.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, maybe this is, what's this, his third season now?
Yeah, he does good in
Mhm.
preseason every year, though. And he just,
Does he?
Yeah.
That's such a hard, I mean, you watch that game, man, and I go, that is such a physical and mental and like, I mean, who was it? Who's the new receiver they got from Chicago? Used to play with the Panthers. Anyway, I'm watching a highlight today, and I saw this on the game last night. He caught a pass and then starts waving at the defender to come tackle
Oh
him,
my God.
like he's welcoming the contact. And I go, man, don't get hurt. We're just beginning here.
Yeah.
We're
you
just
already got the
beginning.
quarterback who taunts the whole defense. The
Yeah,
quarterback. He fucks with that defense
Yeah.
with the defenses.
yeah.
He
I
gets
think-
in their head.
I think he's so competitive, like that you can't help it, right? That you
Mhm.
get almost there's an anger, like there's a low burning anger that just
He's like Rocky. You know how Rocky was really just a really nice guy, but when he went
Yeah.
in the ring, he just turned into somebody else.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you find that inner, like you got to go deep sometimes
Yeah.
to dig that out and keep going. There were complaints about the stadium for some people saying they
people
have
are
the
gonna complain.
well the
The
obstructed view.
views. And that's
Did you see that?
not from where we were sitting, but we did start looking
Yeah.
up in the upper deck to see where there could be obstructed views because I did see some posts on Instagram and everything of people complaining. I couldn't really tell, but maybe we saw a few spots where if you were at the very end of the aisle in the very last row, maybe you couldn't see, which sucks. That's
No, I'm with you
unforgivable.
because I said it's like 1% of the seats. I think the stadium came out and said, but if I'm paying for a private seat license on top of all these new charges, I'm not happy.
You should be seeing it first.
There's no excuse
No.
for how it was built to have a single seat. There are some where it's the plexiglass, and then there's like a little metal top, and it's a little bit of a line. Okay, but when you see the upper deck and there's the cement walls and you can't see around it, that's absurd. That's absolutely absurd.
Yeah. Well, look, I keep going. I'm not an architect. I don't know if anybody knows this, so I have no idea. But I would be
whatever
pissed.
the structural engineer was.
I would
There's
be
obstruction
Yeah.
in every building or stadium that you're going to build.
Right,
Yeah.
but if you do that, and then they said, well, we sent everybody renderings of their seat. Can they read a blueprint? Do you know what I'm saying? I mean, and if it's a rendering, it's probably a 3D rendering. We've got AI and all this shit now. So, but still,
It just gave people something to bitch about, and it gave the media something to bitch about, and it gave ESPN something to bitch about. It gave Miami fans something to bitch about. It's 1% which they have 6 weeks to take care of before.
Well, the other thing is, if you can't take care of it structurally, at least give them one of the seats for free.
That's
something, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Use that as a freebie. Here you go.
Right.
So we walked around. We watched the first 3 quarters, and then we walked around the stadium to see it. And one thing that we noticed that was really nice is all the concessions are sort of built in. So when you are walking through just the stadium,
concourse,
you're not like walking. There's not people that are in line for
Right,
food
like the old
out
stadium.
in the way.
Right.
All the food is like built in, so the concourse is clear, which that just seemed very nice.
That's cool.
Yeah.
There's nothing worse than that, especially when you go to a Red Wings game.
Oh, when you can't really get through the aisle,
Yeah.
Everybody's out in the thing.
I hate that.
You don't know that because you don't ever hang out with
I was at a game the other week.
Yeah, so there.
Yeah.
I take that.
I still go to the games. I don't care. I was a lifelong supporter.
Yes, you were.
Yeah.
And you know what? And
I grew up going.
I and the team appreciate that.
Yeah.
Yes, I think the world of that.
VIP fan read.
VIP fan. They do have, and this was funny because I discussed this when Dan was here, and he didn't know what these were. But Mark will know what they are, and I wouldn't be surprised that you do as well. They have 7 sensory rooms in that stadium.
which is amazing.
At the Bill Stadium.
At the new Bill Stadium.
Yeah.
7 sensory rooms is the most in the world at any stadium.
That's awesome. It's amazing.
And it's not just for kids; it's for that fucking asshole that gets pissed off. They throw him in there so he can have his temper tantrum.
Well,
like me.
Could you imagine you got like an autistic 8-year-old in there, and in the corner is a 52-year-old man who's rocking back and forth because Joe Brady called the timeout at the wrong fucking time, and he's about to lose $3,000. You know what I mean? It's like I go, that's what I'm picturing in my head.
Yep.
That's exactly what I'm picturing.
I know.
But it is that sort of thing where maybe you could get like, or somebody goes, hey, because I said to I don't remember who was here. It might have been Danny. Yeah, because he didn't know what a sensory room was.
Yeah.
And I go, someone turns to you and goes, hey, I think your kid has sensory overload. I go, oh, no, that's Joe. He just had 9 Labatt Blues in his belly, and he's a little upset right now. But that was some of the stuff that people were notorious for at the old stadium. And then Dan said when he was a kid, his dad took him, and I think it was Rich Stadium then, but obviously the same location that just changed names over the years, that there were fights and people, like somebody spilled a beer on the kid, and he's like, my father's like, never again. We're never going again. So I like to think overall society's a little bit better.
Mm-hmm.
DWI laws are stricter, so people are less likely to
Have you been to Buffalo?
Yeah, I've been to a bunch of games. I got in and then again I was with other people that
Greg.
yeah. Right,
Just think of the people you've gone with. Think of people you know. Me, Danny.
I went with Danny.
No, I know, but we're just like
Yeah.
That ruins our whole week and our.
Yes.
Right. I watch the games by myself now because I don't want people to talk shit. I stopped going out to games.
Really?
Yeah.
You get that upset about?
Oh,
it?
I'm pissed off.
I don't know.
I get pissed about games, but I don't ever let it ruin my Monday.
Yeah. Well, see, this is where women are just like they're better at emotional
know,
regulation. They're just better at emotional regulation. I don't know. I don't understand it myself, but I'm with you.
Well,
There are things in my life that will absolutely bug me that I can't let go of, that I can't seem to get over. It usually has nothing that much to do with sports anymore.
13 seconds. That still doesn't haunt you 6 years later.
I mean,
It haunts
was
me.
wild.
Even at the
that was
hold
wild.
on.
I'm with you.
In the second quarter, right before halftime, they paused. There was a timeout and there was 13 seconds left. And Renee and I were just like, ooh.
And everybody,
I feel like-
and everybody thinks that when they see 13 seconds
13
left.
seconds.
That was the Super Bowl year.
I know.
That was when they were supposed to win the Super Bowl.
I
that
had
year.
numerous men crying in my house that day.
Shut up.
I didn't cry.
I had people over to watch it.
Wait,
and,
really?
Mhm.
All right. Okay.
One was he who shall not be named, like got in a ball. It was just bawling.
You're kidding.
No.
Oh my gosh.
I would have done the same thing, except I was out in public. We were across the street from Tampa Bay Stadium.
Yeah, but I would think like it's got to be other things that are fueling
No.
those tears. No.
No. Men who are committed
All right.
to being
I
Bills
have
fans
to
forever.
ask. I have to ask a
Yeah.
question then. Women will say they love when a guy is vulnerable.
Mhm.
What is that?
Pathetic.
I mean, that's what I'm wondering.
No,
Is it?
I love vulnerability.
Vulnerability is one thing.
When
Yeah,
you're
but
crying,
Bawling over a fucking football game.
Have you seen the video of my son last year? No, 2 years
He's
ago.
a child.
That's
oh my
right.
God. It was horrific. That kid did not sleep. Like he was hyperventilating because we lost.
if a
in the
guy
playoffs.
cries during terms of endearment, that's what you like.
Yeah,
not
like you
cry
yes,
during a Bills
yeah,
game.
Yeah.
I mean, how about like you guys get into some argument, or maybe there's a
Like-
pause in a relationship and he doesn't show any emotion at all, but for the fucking Buffalo Bills, the guy's just bawling on the couch.
It's different.
Oh boy.
It's
that was-
different.
Okay, I mean, I'm asking from a woman's
I mean,
perspective.
get upset and then take it out on me in bed.
Of course. There we go.
what would be your bedroom talk on that one? Yeah, put it
It
through
was
the
a
uprights.
first down.
Yes, put it through the uprights.
Get those extra inches.
Oh boy.
I love it.
It's me, guys.
I know. Well,
But
never
yeah.
disappoints.
I
Never
mean, you should
disappoints.
still have some vulnerability, a little soft side. I like that.
No,
But
I
yeah,
get that.
Don't cry about sports.
Yeah, I'm really I mean, I'm surprised. Now, look, if a guy all of a sudden says, my dad was a big Bills fan, he died during this season, and
That's different.
this was it, and it's
Yeah,
13 seconds,
okay.
that guy I'm giving a pass to. I might
Yeah.
even give him a shoulder. Say, hey, buddy, come on, and just kind of hug it out. But the other stuff, I'd be like, all right, I got to get the fuck out
It's
of
a
here.
little bit of an ick.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
And I'm one of those people. That's why I watch the games by myself. It's pathetic. I'm one of those guys when the Bills lost for 17 years that made fun of people that wore jerseys with the guy's name on it
Yeah.
and said, I can't believe people get emotional over a game. Fucking throw Josh Allen on a team for 8 years and you get invested in everything and you want him to win a Super Bowl just because he's him.
Yeah, I know. There is it will be sad, honestly, if that never happens.
Well, he's not. What's going to happen is he'll get traded into an LA team and they'll win a Super Bowl, or he'll get traded to a McDermott team.
Yeah.
He's not going to win a Super Bowl in Buffalo. Let's just face it.
Come on.
All right,
No,
stop it.
There's
Stop.
no winning the
Stop.
Super Bowl.
Come
Let's take reality right now. Let's
Mark.
take reality.
All right, Mark.
There is no way
Okay.
the
You ever hear
Bills
of
are ever.
optimism?
Yeah, I was
Optimism,
gonna
Mark.
say it's Sunday morning. Can we have some
Yes.
positive?
I'm
I'm
just
going
telling-
positivity,
on?
buddy.
I'm
We're
not-
taping
hey,
this on a Sunday.
Optimistic and realist is like two totally different things. Let me be
Agreed.
a realist. That I just don't think that I will ever win a Super Bowl in Buffalo. He'll win one if he goes to another team.
Mm. Well,
I'm just telling you.
Yeah, and I think there might be extra fuel for that as well. if
Right.
that's the case.
But people say he's gonna die. He's gonna leave a bill. He's gonna leave a bill. I disagree. If they don't have a Super Bowl and he has 2 years left in him, he's going to go to another team and he's going to end up winning the Super Bowl.
I'm just going to let that hang for
Mhm.
just a
Alright.
second. Just
Mhm.
let that hang
I
for a
don't
second.
want to.
Me neither. I don't even want to comment on it.
Yep.
Just let it there. Fair.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
mean, that's
fair.
just, you know.
Can say that. All right, we'll take a moment. I want to get into something that someone talked to me at the Hoochie about a person and then showed me a picture. And I was like, and I just have some questions that I think that you guys will
It's about
appreciate and understand. No,
Oh, okay.
no, not about you.
Well, if someone showed a picture, when God knows what it would fucking be.
Me?
No, it's not you. No, it
Right.
has nothing to do with anybody in this podcast. Somebody I went to
Okay.
college with. But they said, have you seen this person lately? And I said, no. And then they showed me a picture.
Okay.
All right. We'll get to that right after this. Mark came in and Laura said to him, we missed you when we did the Theme That Tune. And then he said, yeah, but then what did you got all like,
It was you mentioned somebody.
oh, yeah.
I said, yeah, we saw someone.
Yeah. And what's going on there?
I went to Brian Adams and Pat Benatar on Friday.
Where were they? Oh, in Buffalo?
Yeah. The Key Bank.
Oh, man. I love Brian Adams.
Oh, it was fucking fantastic.
Yeah.
But you said we had to guess something. Of
Guess who I
why-
went? Guess who I went with?
Wait.
Marianne.
Yep.
Oh, okay. All right. How did that come about?
When Glenn Hanser died, he's the Irish singer I like.
Mhm.
She texted me about it, and then we just started texting, and we're hanging out again.
Oh.
Nothing's not, we're not putting a label on it because every put a label on something.
Yeah. But you're giving her some time.
Yeah, almost a year. That was what it took.
What is this? Okay. I don't.
Wait, so are you going to go to Fairport Music Festival
Yes.
with her?
You are?
I'm gonna go.
Oh,
With her?
I don't know that I'm going this year.
Oh,
I'm
of
out of
course.
town.
I'm out of town.
Of
on the
course
29th.
not.
I have something going.
Then give me my VIP.
I don't have VIP.
You
to
can
that.
get VIP.
I don't. There is no VIP.
There
Yeah,
is still the
Fairport
There's
Music
no
Fest.
VIP. There's no VIP.
We had this argument last year, didn't we?
I don't remember, but yeah, that is coming up. What is that when is it a to not put label on something? I mean, I guess I get it,
Yeah.
but it seems so weird.
I think it's good when it's new, but that's not
Right,
new
we're-
for you.
We're older. Do we really need to put a new
well, I
touch
mean,
of
there's
boyfriend,
still a
girlfriend?
like decade difference or 2 decades between the two of you.
So
So she's definitely older.
yeah,
You're older too.
but putting a label on something when you're our age is
Even when I began dating Joe, I hated saying the word boyfriend.
No,
Right.
I get that, and I understand the label thing, but sometimes there needs to be a definition around of what it is, because
Yeah.
with a definition come the rules, right? And somebody could be like, I can't tell what this is
Mhm.
when there's no definition. You know what I mean? And then people send like mixed signals and shit, and so you don't know what you're doing.
Oh yeah.
And I remember being where someone met me out, and somebody who had never met them, and I've been hanging around. It was like I hadn't seen this guy in a long time, and starts talking about, oh yeah, he's got all these women, blah, 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 blah. And then that person gets upset, and I'm like, but there are no, I can never figure it out. So I'm like, the only thing I can think is I get it.
Mhm.
At this age, to say boyfriend girlfriend sounds inane.
I still hate it.
Right,
I hate it,
sure.
yeah.
2.5 years later, I still hate being like,
But
this is my boyfriend.
but we know what that is.
Yeah.
Right. It's basically my significant other. We're not married. And so that's the thing. But the other stuff is like, I always go, there's a definition. Like you can't get pissed off if there's not a definition here.
Yeah.
And that's the only thing. So I get the vernacular of our labels isn't necessarily good, right?
Right.
And our colloquialism,
Just
but
like put
it's
stupid-
just-
But also, dating
Seems-
at this age is very strange because, as I've said, when I was single those years, I would say I do not want a serious relationship,
Mhm.
and men didn't believe me.
Oh, yeah.
And I was the one who constantly was like, I'm not looking for anything serious. So
Yeah.
I think they were used to women saying that actually did want something more serious, and they were just playing games. Whereas I was always the one that was like, I'm not hanging out with you every day. This is not what I'm looking for.
Right.
And then they would want something more. And no.
Well, or even like I think what, again, I go back to, and you're right, because you sort of gave a definition. We're just hanging out or whatever. But I think for guys, it's a weird thing. You need, what are the rules here? It's kind of the thing.
Yeah.
What are the rules here? If you're out with your girlfriends on a Wednesday night and you run into me and I'm with somebody else, are you going to feel good, bad? You're going to be bothered? Is it not going to be bothered? Because, we were just hanging out. Will it make your stomach kind of go, ooh, God. Right? You know what I mean? Like, that's the thing. And maybe I'm not that into the person I'm hanging out with. I'd rather be with you, but you told me that this was this, and I'm just, I don't know. And that's how I took it in certain situations. And then it would always come back. And then I would hear things like, I am single. And I go, okay, that's great. It's fucking great. I didn't care. But then you get up and walk around a fucking thing and give me a kiss. I go, oh, what the fuck? It's like, okay, I don't, that kind of shit. Let me tell you this other thing that I find very interesting. And I don't know the message that we're sending, but somebody, I'm at Hoochie and goes, hey, and they start bringing up some people. And I saw some college buddies there. And they bring up a woman we used to go to college with. And they said, hey, did you hear so-and-so has gotten divorced? Have you seen her? And I said, no. And I'm looking at this person, and they pull up a picture. Attractive, right? But she was naturally a very pretty woman. Now she's approaching probably mid-50s, right? Maybe in her early 50s. And she looks, my first reaction was that she looks older, but more like she looks different. The lips were just slightly puffed. The Botox was there. Your forehead looked like you left a detail shop. You know what I mean? With the fucking, but you know what I'm saying? With the shine.
Filler and all
yes.
that.
And I go, what the hell are we telling women that as they approach 50, that makes looking 50, like naturally looking 50 is better than trying to look 35?
Do you have a name?
I'm not, no.
Well, you can just say it and then beep it out.
Well, we wouldn't know her anyways, would we?
Well, I just wanted to pull her up and see if her Facebook profile is like.
Well, it's not,
they're
not super plumped lips.
Okay.
I'm actually forgetting her last name. That's why I can't give it to you, because I don't remember. And I think she's back to her maiden name. I don't remember, or she's still the married name. But either way, and I'm just watching this and I go, for women, it must be hard, but I think as guys, I kind of go,
Joe hates the lips.
Yes,
I do too.
I mean, I have very naturally plump lips, so I don't worry about that. I say I do get Botox in my forehead. I get it about twice a year. So you can see I'm wrinkled right now, but I know people who get filler in their chin, in their lips, in their cheeks.
Yes. And I'm telling you, it starts to look bad. This person's head, because they showed me in multiple photos, there was one picture, this person and their kid, and the head looks fucking weird.
Yeah.
And I go, oh my God. And this is, I was like, I'm remembering somebody who was 21.
Yeah.
Right. Or I've actually seen them at reunions and things. So that's not true. But I'm like, wow. And I go, apparently women, I mean, we want you to age.
The beauty standards are crazy.
But as long as nobody can tell you're aging. That's the thing we want. You know what I mean?
And I talk about, I don't normally wear makeup. I have makeup on today because I'm going to a bridal shower right from here. I remember one time I was at BTB and somebody came up to me and said, you're a lot prettier than you look on the podcast.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Speaking of that, yesterday got the greatest compliment. I'm standing along the railing in on this side stage thing. A guy goes, hey, are you Bill Moran? And I said, yes. He said, I love your podcast. Let me buy you a beer.
Aww.
And I paused, and I'm standing by people like that usually shied the shit out of me. And
Yeah.
I didn't see them. They were behind me. I was talking with Danny and his wife and this guy, and I'm just leaning back. I hadn't seen these guys, and I turned to my right, and one of them owns a bar in Fairport. It's not Damien.
Okay.
And I look to my right and I go, I'm so glad you motherfuckers were standing right there to hear that. And they go, did you not believe him? You had to see the look on your face. I go, yeah, I was waiting for I don't know why.
Yeah.
It's a weird thing.
I've had people ask me, are you Laura from the Bill Moran podcast? And I say yes, but never has anyone been like, well, you're actually a lot prettier than you look on the podcast.
Did that make you feel good? What do we have to do to these cameras?
Laughed. I was like, I show up.
Bad lighting.
I show up there like I don't give a fuck. I will roll out of bed and come here. I don't care.
The new place I work, they all listen, which could cause problems.
Yeah,
down the road.
We'll help you.
I
We'll
had a
keep
friend
you.
one time say, "Can I introduce you to my husband?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "I'm a big fan of the podcast."
Yeah, they
Great.
wanted more than that.
What? He loved the way
Wait,
she-
did you hear about the guy who fixed my hot tub last year?
Yes,
Because
vaguely.
he didn't charge me. He was like, I heard your voice. The call came in
Mhm.
because I called Northeastern and they're like, call this tech guy. And he recognized my voice and he showed up and he fixed my hot tub.
What the
for
fuck? I've been in this business for over 30 years. Has anybody ever said to you once that they recognized your voice?
Yes.
You have a very distinctive
Yeah,
voice.
you have a
though.
distinctive
But
voice.
I've been
I have a
also
nasally
I was
voice.
on like I was on shows. You know what I mean? I was the lead guy of shows.
Right, but you
Right.
still have a distinctive voice.
Yeah. But I don't know. Well, let me ask you something. Going back to this, and I don't mean to put you on the spot,
No,
You're on the
it's
spot.
but when
me.
well, because it's going to sound weird, and people
Okay.
will go, "How could you ask her that?" But when did you first become aware your face was aging?
Going through a divorce.
Okay.
Like,
And did it bother you?
Yeah, I think. Well, I would say after the second kid is when I realized like the under eyes, the losing the sleep and everything. And then going through a divorce is when I felt like I was getting the frown lines and the
Mhm.
wrinkles.
But I want your forehead to fucking communicate with me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's
and
unspoken language.
I was fine with it and everything. And
What a dick.
then I think I was like, all right, I want to have good skin my whole life. And so I did start with the Botox, but
Mm.
that's again the only thing I do. And I only do a little bit because they say it will help ward off more wrinkles in the future as well.
I have a solution.
What's that?
You should show your boobs off more and no one will look at your face.
Laura apparently posted pictures of her at the new Bills Stadium, the new Highmark Stadium, and it did. I go, let me see this. It looked like it was taking the Bills' entire offensive line to hold these fucking things back.
I didn't
I mean,
know.
they were all out there. Deion Dawkins, the whole crew. They're holding those bad boys
Maybe
back.
that's why the guy told me I look better in person than on the podcast, because I do have large boobs
Who
and
knew?
I never show them off. I am always in t-shirts.
Does it look like right now that she has large boobs? So look.
It
doesn't.
But no, I never. You know,
I was in a tight crop top. It was like a little. It practically was like a sports bra
Mm.
How can we never wear that to the? How can you never wear
because
that to
I
the
don't give a
podcast?
fuck normally when I dress.
Maybe we should care a little bit more.
Yeah, take a little more pride in your appearance,
Yes.
please, for the benefit of Mark.
Wear
Yes.
bikinis here more.
Yeah, how about this? Is weird. I got a buddy who's over in Europe. He's heckling me from Europe on shit. Some photo that I didn't post, but I wound up in this photo, and he writes me kind of a comment, and I said, "How is your trip?" And he sends me pictures, and one of them is of his girlfriend in a bikini. Like,
Oh,
looking
I
back
know
at the camera.
exactly who you're talking about. It's a great fucking photo of her.
Yeah,
I
but
was
why
like,
am I
oh
getting
my
that
God.
in a private message to
Because
me?
he's proud of her.
Do I know her? Do
He's
I know
proud
this
of
person?
Yeah.
her. He's like, damn, look at this woman that I am with.
Yes.
She looks
Okay.
fucking amazing.
She does,
Showing her off a
But
little
I
bit.
don't see, and I know her. I don't think her face is a whole like. I want to say to some women, stop with the fuck. You're not a computer. Stop
Yeah.
shoving software updates in your face.
Yeah, she's pretty natural.
Yeah, right.
I mean, I'm sure she gets some Botox, but she's not a big makeup wearer
How old?
either. Young 40s.
Yeah.
She's one of our good friends.
I know her.
I don't think
I
you
don't
know
think
her.
you know her, but you would know him, and I'm just gonna keep
No,
it
Yeah.
anonymous.
that's
But
fair.
no,
I love
like,
that you saw that you knew exactly who I was talking about.
Yeah, because I mean, I saw it.
Yeah.
It was a great photo.
Right. Yeah, it was.
Like,
It was. Look, it was on social media. I probably saw it there. I'm just saying, like, I said something about, how is it? And he goes, I'm looking for retirement property. I love it. Right. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Basically, I don't know if he is or isn't, but that's what he said, which is probably the feeling you have. It's gorgeous. I get a landscape. I get a picture from a boat, and then I get that. And I'm like,
Just her, or was it them together?
no, just
No,
her.
it's her.
Oh, that's
Just,
creepy.
okay. That's
creepy.
fucking weird.
I
I'm
wouldn't-
sorry. That's weird.
I wouldn't
Coming
mind.
right to me.
I wouldn't mind.
Of
but-
course you wouldn't mind.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
Mhm.
I have a feeling, going back to this, I'm going to keep swinging back a little bit because I've thought about this a lot. I used to call it hot girl syndrome. And hot girl syndrome was you were treated great all your life up to a point.
Yes.
And then you don't know how to act anymore. And
Yes.
you know who I think was a prime example of that? The late Tawny Katane.
Yes.
Tawny Katane was so hot as a kid. Like, and when I say kid, I mean a kid. I think she left and became a model in Europe at like maybe 16. So certainly underage, maybe even a little bit younger. But all your life, then you are the hot chick. Now LA, now videos, all this stuff. And then the age starts coming in, and then you start trying, you start installing updates on your face, and they're just not taken.
The 22-year-olds come out, all of a sudden younger
Yeah,
generations
right.
out. Oh, I know people like that, especially bartenders.
So
who depended on money.
right.
And all of a sudden, they
Right.
start looking old, and the new younger girls start coming in.
Well, here's the thing is, and I mean this, like, I don't know if women want to necessarily look younger, but maybe be treated like when they were younger.
Exactly.
I don't know.
They all of a sudden that treatment like goes away, and they're like they don't know what to do with themselves.
That's just sort of my thing.
I
I agree.
know 3 people personally that were very Rochester hot. And then
Whoa.
I just took a
Hold
drink of water
on.
and
Hold
I
on.
almost
Time
spit.
Time out.
Wait,
I
Mark,
almost
let me
spit.
tell my
What? No, explain what Rochester hot is before you tell this.
For a
story.
woman.
for Rochester, you are beautiful. Like, it absolutely beautiful. They all wanted to go into acting, singing, dancing,
Right.
moved out to LA,
Mm.
and they're nothing. They were nothing there.
Makes sense.
Like, they were not comparable. They felt horrible, and they all moved back. And
But is there, yes, okay.
Just like bands that go from Rochester to go out to LA, and then they go out there and they're nobody, and they come back.
No, I can kind of get, I know what you're saying, right?
Mhm.
I agree.
And I've seen those types of things. I know somebody who went out to LA, came back, but that face, Jesus, honestly, God, it looks like she puts on a mask every morning. It's so
I can't
bad.
stand it. I have,
But do they have talent?
yeah.
Yeah, okay.
did.
Like I saw something today, Nikki Glazer early on in her
Mhm.
career.
Oh yeah, her
and she-
nose.
Yeah, right. But she also, and I didn't even think of that. I was just thinking like she just had some great talent.
Yeah.
And she was going like, I hate, 24-hour gyms because there's no fucking excuse at all. She goes, I want to open a gym that like it's 1 hour a day, but they don't tell you when. They text you like, you up? She goes, and then she compares it to like a guy she dated in 09. You know what I mean?
yeah.
And it was really
Yeah.
funny the way she tells the story. And that was like early in her career. And you could see that she had the talent. Yes, she's probably had some work since then.
Yes,
Yeah,
she definitely
yeah,
has.
yeah.
But yeah, I think I have a friend who is single right now. She posts a lot of photos. She has Botox and everything, but also all of her selfies that she posts are very filtered.
All these filters. What the
And
fuck?
Joe knows her very well as well. And he says, I would be so pissed if that's who I thought I was matching with and I show up on a date. She's still very attractive,
Do you know
but it is so different.
what are you're cheering over?
The
there?
Matt Reese story is my favorite.
Why? Oh, did he do a dating app and meet somebody?
No, he met somebody. I don't know how he met her.
Yeah.
And and she looked freaking smoking. She walked in, she looked like an Amazon, right?
Yeah.
She totally didn't look like she did. So he tried to put her on me.
I would get that on dating apps. I'd be like, people would say, you're a lot prettier in person than in your photos.
Yeah. I guess you have a photogenic problem there. What the hell's going on over there? My God.
My eye gets really squinty when I smile.
Yeah, well, no one cares if you put your tits out. Then they're all happy. I mean, Mark's like going, hey, no one's looking at your face. But there is, like, what did I say?
Face.
What did I say that a dating app was like used car shopping, right?
Yeah.
That's what I said. I go, you never heard this? I did. That's what my comparison was. I've never heard anybody say that either, but I said it was like, you're going to buy a car, right? All you get are the good pictures, right? They give you different angles, the interior and stuff. And then you get there's a few dings in the bumper. There's a little scratch along the gas tank, this sort of shit. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. And that's where, like, I don't know. I like to think that what you see is what you get with me, but I don't know.
And I think that was sort of my approach, is going with low expectations and then succeed. I think I like that in life because I don't like disappointing people. So if
set the expectations,
be very realistic about expectations.
What do they used to tell you? Like the big business models were always, under promise and over deliver.
Yeah.
Right. Under promise, over deliver. And I would say you could apply that to some of these things as well. And you know what I say, Laura, I was thinking about this and I go, men will say they prefer natural beauty. Right? Don't we all say that, Mark? I mean, to a certain extent, we prefer natural beauty, but simultaneously, we're rewarding women who look young because all of a sudden, some guy is so full of shit. He says that, but then he's following a 27-year-old on Instagram who has $14,000 worth of dermatology done to her face, and you know what I mean. And then how are you going to
shut up? I told you not to talk about that.
It's crazy because there will be 50-year-old women who try to look like they're 30.
Yes.
And then there's 18-year-old girls who already do so much to their skin that they look older.
Yes, that's true. And I think you're starting, like, when you do that, everybody starts to look the same. It's like we're creating one face that everybody's passing around. And I feel bad because I looked at this person yesterday and I'm like, wow, that is a naturally pretty person. But what fuck message are we sending that you're gonna I don't know. It's kind of one of these things because I always think like we're exactly does taking care of yourself become refusing to accept yourself. Yeah. Right. I mean that's the bigger thing.
It was funny because
I had to read that off my notes because I wrote that down. I'm like, I mean, honestly, if we talk about like self-esteem is not something that's for kids. All right. I mean, insecurity is not something that kids. This is a lifelong thing.
Oh yeah, and it's setting examples. Camden, my little one, will grab my belly and he'll be like, "Mom, you got such a big belly." I'm like, "Yeah, because I birthed you." Like I'm not.
Who says that? I don't care how old you are.
I don't know, and it's not like I have a huge gut.
You don't.
But I'm just saying that like. Kids are so. Lucas stopped over at the house this morning. It's not my weekend with him, but he stopped over to grab his baseball bag. And I was in the garage like this. He's like, "Why are you so dressed up? Like, you look strange."
You look strange. You look strange.
Why are you in a dress, Mom?
You know what that means? That's a kid's way of going, whoa, my mom's hot.
That's right.
What's happening here?
You're the hot mom.
Sometime my friend Bill Moran's going to come along and sniff the cushion.
Oh, God.
Your mom was here.
You know another thing? Is I find out at work, younger girls are really nasty to the older guys.
To older guys?
Yeah. They just naturally think if you say hi or their thing is you're naturally,
that you're like hitting on them.
Oh, that's interesting.
Until they get to know you.
Yeah.
And then they're like, "Oh, he's not bad. He's just an older guy."
Yeah. Well, I think that's with everybody. That not that, but that when we get to know them, whatever opinion we had, we sort of change. But that first impression, that's why first impression is so important.
My first impressions are the worst.
And by the way, I can't say like women are the only ones, right? Well, guys may not necessarily do Botox, but I'll do things to try to look younger. I don't know what exactly that is, but I think
looks messy.
Do you dye your hair?
No, I don't.
You no gray hair at all.
I have
55.
gray hair. I have gray hair. but I don't dye my hair, but I do like a facial scrub. I'll put some kind of moisturizer on, and I do put collagen in my coffee.
I mean, that's good for you, though.
Yeah. So but that's it. But I go, that's like anti-aging stuff. I mean, look, guys worry about, we have 54-year-old guys walking around looking like a fucking Marvel thing, right? And they've got teeth when they smile that you can see from fucking outer space. So it's not like guys are devoid of this either. I can't, I can't say that.
Yeah.
You've seen that shit.
Oh, wait, I can think of a couple on top of my head right now.
Right. But all I'm saying is, ladies, at 50, your face should have a little bit of a resume. It's okay. It's all right to have a little bit of a resume on your face. You don't need to try to look 35 and all fucked up. And it's just, that's all. Mark hit on something that I think I want to get into. What makes a creep? Because you hit on a very good thing, saying hello or something to a younger person. You said they're mean to older guys.
They really are.
But what makes one guy a creep and one guy not a creep? I have a theory. Laura's here.
I like this.
Mark's been around. We'll get to that right after this.
Yeah, these fucking girls, man. It's like,
Mark brought something up that I thought is pretty fair in a lot of things, because I've always been fascinated, and I don't know why exactly, but the word creepy, because
I've been called that once or twice.
When women use it to describe men, that's the part that sometimes can be rather confusing, only because one guy can say, "You look beautiful tonight," and she's smiling, and another guy says the same words, and she's texting her friends, "If I disappear, the guy's name is Gary." You know what I mean? And it's like, okay, so where do you? So I'll ask Laura first, and then I know, because you brought up, this is how we got on this.
Yeah.
What actually separates flirting from creepy?
I think it's how the woman, you can tell if a woman wants to engage, or if they don't.
Right.
If they want to engage, flirt. If they don't, and you keep going, that's fucking creepy.
Okay. All right. Because
I mean,
how much does being attracted to the guy kind of determines whether something feels flirty or creepy? Is that fair?
Yeah, but again, attractiveness is just one part. It's energy. It's what the vibe of what you want that night. There could be a guy who's attractive that's trying to flirt with you, but if you that night are not in the mood and he won't stop pestering you, that's creepy. Or annoying.
Do you have any guy friends that are creepy?
Besides you?
I guess that's where I was going. That's totally where I was going.
I have a fucking creepy uncle. I'll tell you this story.
Why? What do you mean?
Because when my high school friends and I used to go down to my family's cottage, we have a volleyball court, and my uncle would sit there, and we'd all be in bikinis playing volleyball, and my uncle would sit there taking pictures.
That is creepy. I don't even do that.
It's creepy.
Yeah.
It's creepy.
But it's for the family photo album.
Yeah.
Or to look back, Somebody, God, I'm forgetting who it was now, and I feel terrible about this. They said, "Tell Laura, Uncle so-and-so said hello." Do you know who it is?
Mm-hmm.
Can you say or no?
It is my, why did I just go blank on his name?
Okay.
Uncle Eddie.
Yes, Fast Eddie.
It was Uncle Eddie.
Okay, because I knew him from the radio as Fast Eddie.
Okay.
And I love that
Eddie
guy.
Has sent me some creepy messages.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't mean to step.
I mean, he's remarried.
She's a lovely woman, by the way.
Yeah,
she's so fucking cool.
I have partied with Eddie since college.
Okay.
His niece is one of my best friends.
Okay.
But yeah, when he put that I was Laura from the podcast, from the Laura that he's known for 20 years, he was like, holy fucking shit. I'm like, yeah, Uncle Eddie, it's me.
I think here's my theory on creepy Mark, and I think
Creepy Mark is
no.
He just did say that.
I did, but here's my theory on creepy, Mark. That's what I meant.
Mhm.
I think it's an inability to read the room.
Yeah.
Would that be fair? It's an inability for the guy to read the room. That can lead you to be creepy.
There was a guy that I hung out with a couple summers ago. He had Asperger's, and I think he could have been viewed as creepy to a lot of people because even a few of my friends that he met, they were like, I just don't understand. And I'm not going to say his name. And
But you hung out with him.
Yeah. I
Why?
met him through some mutual friends, and I enjoyed him in a weird way. It was never going to be someone I actually dated, but
Did you? Okay.
I don't know. It was just like different conversation. It was there was something that intrigues me about
Ask her what you were just going to ask her.
Yeah, you can ask me whatever.
Well, here's why I'm going to ask. My son was diagnosed with Asperger's, my oldest son.
Oh, okay.
And I know that there are things, and I can always see it. That is no longer a diagnosis, by the way.
No, it's not.
He was older. He never was married.
But
no kids. But sometimes he would say things that would offend me, and I would just be like,
whoa,
"That's sort of funny."
How does someone offend you?
Well, I mean, right?
It was more about
there's no
my intellectual ability, my running a business, and
they don't even necessarily mean to be mean. They're just being black and white. I mean, they're like
it was sort of funny because I have thick skin, and again, I was not looking for an actual relationship.
Can you remember what was said, like intellectually, business wise?
I think it was, do you really run a business, or do you just live off your ex-husband's money?
Right.
And it was just like, oh,
well, isn't that a sexist thing to say?
Well, but it
was just sort of funny.
No, I mean, it's like, I think there probably have been other guys that had that thought, but had the filter not to say it.
Yeah.
Or said it in a certain way. It was like, wow, it must be really hard running a business.
Well, yeah.
Especially after a divorce. Hopefully you've got, starting a business, you don't usually have a lot of money coming in.
I do think, like, on our second date, he's like, so am I
going
to see your boobs tonight?
Shut the fuck up. He did? Oh my God.
See, if I'm going to do that, I'm going to feel it out to make sure that
of course, you don't have Asperger's.
I understand.
And that's why he was very...
Did he see your boobs?
Eventually.
No! That's all I want to know is my man's getting that right.
But
so you banged him?
You banged an ass.
He totally did.
You banged an Aspie. I love it. I love it.
Guys, I hung out with him for like a full month. And then like a year later, I ran into him. He was like, I was so in love with you. I was like, this is why I had to stop seeing you. Because you tried to get me to go to Aruba with you. And I was like, no.
Wow. How old was he?
I think he was 50.
Oh, wow.
And I was like 37.
Oh, that's not bad.
No.
Again, but he didn't have any ex-husband. He didn't have any kids. So it was,
Right. Yeah. Well, see, the thing is, like, when you can't read the room, and maybe that guy couldn't, but is you just keep going. So no becomes like the challenge when no meant no. You know what I'm saying? Like, there are some times where some guys misread a no, so they come back, or you're saying hi for the 17th time, or you know what I'm saying? Those are creepy. That to me is creepy.
See, let me ask you a question.
Short answers. She doesn't reciprocate, right? But you think she's playing hard to get.
Yeah.
And that's not what's happening. Go ahead.
We've hung out. We're friends, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you still think I'm creepy?
No.
This is my point I'm going to make. A lot of my friends at work are in their 20s, late 20s, because so I hang out with them. They don't think I'm creepy. It's the girls that don't know me that think I'm creepy until they get to know me.
Why do you think that is?
I don't know. Do I look like a fucking creep?
I can't answer that.
Do I look like a creep?
No.
I think I dress nice when I go to work. I think that, I don't know. I am from Greece, so people might hear shit about me.
I guess.
I think it's also in how you perceive it. I have had comments made to me before about my body. And it's very much, who is it coming from?
Okay.
What is it?
Okay.
Compliment or is it
Yeah.
sort of weird?
Right.
Right.
And it always depends.
Right. But then if a guy goes, it's playing hard to get, time to increase the dosage, and they go, they say something about your eyes, and they're like, love your smile, or hey, I see you got the girls hanging out tonight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Then it's like, now you've crossed it. I don't know. I guess I was always like so reserved in most of my stuff. Like I wouldn't ever. I mean, I would be nice.
Yes.
Right. And then that was it. I wasn't looking to, if I didn't get a response, I didn't get a response.
So this is how me and you are different.
Why?
Like me and you are like, we go right at it. Like what, for instance, there was someone at work who heard about me and heard things because I think I dated her aunt or did something like that a long time ago. So everybody, when I started, everybody knew, had an idea on what I've done in my past. So we're sitting at a meeting and we're talking. I go, and something came up and I go, by the way, anybody ever hears anything about me, it's all true. And everybody laughed. You have to go at it. You have to go at it like that. That's what you would do, something like that too.
I would. Yes, I would. I would do that as well. I think that most of my life, I didn't have a whole lot of confidence.
Me neither. I still don't. I still don't.
I was just like really reserved.
You have confidence.
Well, I have confidence, and I always had that, but it was like a false sense of confidence. Like it was almost like you just, you know what I mean? And a lot of it came from you were known somewhat. Right. You were somewhat known. Even if a woman had never heard me, 4 or 5 of the guys hanging out in that group had. Right. So that's where it would be like, so you had that sense. And I will say, drinking was like, the greatest thing in the world.
Never paid.
Well, sometimes that's true.
Bill still doesn't fucking pay.
No, there were times I have gone out and I laughed so hard because I left with money and I came home with the exact same money and I was hammered. That's a weird thing.
It's even better when you bring home more money.
Yeah, well, yeah, that means I was pimping myself out. Or
that means somebody gave you money to buy a round and someone else bought you one and you forgot to buy it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I never did that.
No one gives you cash. They give you cards.
Yeah.
Oh, we're talking back in the day. It was all cash. Speaking of that, all those places now don't take cash.
What places?
Bills.
Yeah.
I go to the freaking place and I don't all cash.
They don't do that. Where was I? I don't think CMAC at certain things doesn't take cash.
Most venues now are cashless.
Yeah, because it's just easier for them.
I understand.
It sucks. It does suck.
I carry cash.
Well, you're old. That's what happens.
No, I always overdraft my account, so I take money out of it before I overdraft my account.
I never use cash, and once in a while I'll have a client paying cash, and so I put it in my safe box upstairs, and it's like it'll last me forever because I just never pay in cash.
Right. Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like that.
I gotta go pick up my meds.
Right now?
No, I have to.
What I was gonna say is flirting requires 2 people. Creepy can be accomplished all by yourself. So let me give you a little test. I'm going to run some scenarios by you. You tell me flirty, awkward, or creepy.
Okay.
Okay. And what it will depend on.
Okay.
A guy at a bar says, I love your smile.
Oh, that's flirty.
Okay. A coworker says, that dress looks incredible on you.
Awkward.
Awkward, yeah.
Does it depend on the person saying it, though?
I mean, if it's a gay coworker,
no, I'm just
totally nice. And if it's a female, but a guy should not say that dress looks incredible on you.
Really?
Yeah. At work?
Unless you're,
Oh, no. You have to watch everything you freaking see.
Well, that's what he just said. A coworker.
Yeah, a coworker.
Like a male coworker should not say that to a female.
Okay. A stranger says you have beautiful eyes.
I still think that's just like a compliment.
You do have beautiful eyes, though.
Thank you. You're not a stranger.
I know, but I'm just saying you have beautiful eyes.
I mean,
now, is it also like inflection if a guy goes, "Oh, wow, you have beautiful eyes," or a guy goes,
"That's so nice,"
or what if a guy goes, "Damn, look at those eyes, baby."
So
And the blue
I
ones are
have
nice too.
A few years ago when I was training to compete an athletic competition, I had gotten very, very muscular and toned. And I had a guy one time at Wegmans grab my arm and say, like, you have really great legs.
Ooh,
and then that was
wow.
very odd.
Yeah, older guy.
Very,
yes. Older guys have no problem.
Yeah.
And like when I say older, 70s, 75 above, possibly.
No, I was gonna go like 60.
No, that's a little. You're
Sorry,
into
but
territory.
like, yeah, I was just like, thank you,
Yeah.
and just walked away. But that was definitely
I used to love
weird. I had a teacher in high school. Again, so like body comments have always been around with me. And I was a senior. We were competing for chorus. We were on a chorus trip to Virginia Beach. And my choir teacher came to me in front of like the whole class and handed me a Hooters application. Was like, Laura, I found a job for you.
My God.
You would get fired so fucking fast.
Yeah.
Oh my
This is
God.
the same choir teacher that he had moved from the middle school to high school, and he asked me to dance with him at like the middle school dance. So yeah, when I say like I have had body comments sort of my entire life at times.
See,
Maybe that's why I cover up my boobs.
Sure. Yeah. I
Same
could, yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's, oh my God.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Yeah. High
That-
school.
that's
Handed me a
fucked
Hooters
up.
application.
That's creepy.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
How old were you?
I was a senior in high school, so
So
18,
Oh, you were 18?
17,
Still.
18.
Yeah. So you were
Yeah.
of age,
Cool.
but still.
She's still in school.
Well, I mean,
Still
17,
I
18.
mean,
I mean, legally.
Technically. No, I turned 18 in May, so it had to be, it was probably 17, right on the
Yeah, but
cusp.
17, I think, is legal.
It's
in
still
New York
a person of authority, though.
100%.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
I had a college professor one time who was my TV and digital film, joking around about filming me. And even though these are all like my fantasies,
What?
but,
Wait,
like,
what? Come back. What's your
my
thing?
TV and digital film professor in college we did the TV news station. I've talked about how I was the news anchor. He one time made a joke about like filming after school and like, yeah.
Man, we learn
Filming like sex scenes with you?
Uh-huh.
we learn everything new about this girl
No,
every
no, but-
fucking week.
Where was this? Was in college though.
Yeah, this was at Fredonia.
Did you?
How
think,
old was
did
this
you
guy?
Think,
He actually wasn't even that much older than
Did
you
me.
think
about
I mean,
it?
he was probably my no. He wasn't good looking.
I just know her. I'm just like,
No.
But there had been rumors that he like was filming people
Oh, I bet.
after
Well,
hours.
that's creepy.
And
Yeah,
yeah,
but with-
had asked
with
if
their
I
knowledge?
wanted to yes.
All right. So
And had sort of insinuated,
we're
do
above
I
board.
want to participate? in that?"
Yeah. Well, I mean,
did not. No, thank you.
Oh my God. I will say, fellas, there is absolutely no compliment so good that it'll work on your fourth attempt. It just doesn't go. A few more just to run by you, Laura, for creep or not. A guy sends an unanswered text, then a third, then a fourth.
Creepy.
Yeah.
no doubt.
Yeah, stop.
Okay.
You know, you should know that. You did it to Laura's friend.
I ran into her. I ran into her Friday night at the Hoochie.
Really?
Yeah.
How was it? Was she with Trevor?
No.
Oh.
Well, I don't know. She
Okay.
came up and somebody had come over and was talking to me,
Uh-huh.
and she came up and she stood behind me, sort of. And then when that person was like, kind of, hey, there's someone behind you. She goes, oh, I'm just looking at to see how your back of your head cut. And I said,
That's great.
and I laughed. I go, that's really funny.
yeah.
And I said, how are you? And that was it. I gave a hug, and on we go.
Good.
Yeah. I didn't even address my
See, you seem like
We
the,
drank like 2 bottles of wine that podcast, just the two of us, and then we went out to a bar. That was not a smart
you
move.
seem like the kind of guy that would do that, though.
Do what?
Send like 3-4 text messages. I mean,
not unless I had something. If I knew there was something, if I had a chance, or we had gone out a few times and all of a sudden something went south. I think I may do that. And I will say the 3 or 4 texts would have to be alcohol induced, and I'm finding that alcohol is really not my friend.
no,
right?
Especially it's
So
after
I've been
drinking.
really, really pasting stuff. But the worst thing you can do, the best, if you want to be the best wing person ever, and you have a friend, male or female, going through a breakup, and they get themselves into an altered state, especially with alcohol, take their phone. Take the phone. That's right.
Keys.
I mean, huh? And their keys. And their keys. Yes.
There should be a thing. This is a Matt Reeves thing. There should be a thing on your phone
that does a breathalyzer.
That you shut it off and you can't use it at all, and you put a timer on it.
Yeah.
So if you get home at 1 in the morning, you're drunk, you set it till 7 in the morning, so you can't use it.
Right.
Wait a minute, we're on the fucking something here.
Create an app.
Yeah.
Let's create an app.
Wait. Yeah. I mean, I think you could easily create an app these days, right? You could find.
I used to need that. I used to be the worst.
One last one. He liked a bikini picture from 2019 at 1:14 in the morning.
Oh, that's just normal.
I mean, that's not flirting. That's digital archaeology is what that is.
That's weird, and it happens.
Yeah, right.
I feel like I would,
Would that be creepy though?
If I was like talking to someone and we had recently become Instagram friends and then they did it, I found it complimentary because I was like, oh, you're digging deep on me.
Yeah, you are.
But
I mean, whoa, my man didn't slide into your DMs. He broke into the archives, baby. He's looking deep now.
If it was like a random person, if it was some old guy from my gym that I became Instagram friends with and he did it, that's creepy.
Well, that's like this. Like Mark sort of said the same thing. A 28-year-old guy tells a 27-year-old bartender she's beautiful. A 56-year-old guy does it, and there's a creepy element to it, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I guess if it's, and it would even be, I don't know how you uncreep it. I just don't know how you uncreep anything. You know what
I mean, if creepy ass Mark, just kidding. But if he scrolled back and liked a bikini photo of me from 2020, I'd be like, Mark, what the fuck are you doing? Like,
oh no. There's a certain somebody that went through all my pictures and liked them from fucking like 2009.
Oh my God. Is it who?
Yeah. Anyways, you ever notice the Instagram is the rated R version of Facebook?
Sometimes, yeah.
Oh, it totally is.
So, yeah, I agree.
I love Instagram.
There's another photo app that some of my nieces have. They only have like a few photos on Instagram, but then they have this VSCO account or whatever. And if you click on that, that's where all the like ass into these pictures are.
What is it? VSCO?
Yeah, it's like a VIP. You can't get in unless they let you.
Oh.
I think so.
Really?
Not that
I don't
know.
think it's like that.
Not that I know.
But
It's the champagne room.
It is
It's the champagne room of Instagram. That's oh my God.
yeah, VSCO. I'm looking at one of my nieces.
You know what's always weird too is some guys come out of a 25-year marriage, like somebody unpaused their Tinder account from 1998, and they sort of go back to the mindset of when they were dating in 25 years prior, or maybe even 30 years prior, and they're the ones saying and doing the things that, like, hey, here's a Hooters application. Not that Hooters is around here anymore, but you know what I mean? It's like that. I could see that happening and somebody thinking it was really funny.
I mean, the person that we were talking about on the boat, the bikini picture on the boat, her and I talked a lot because we went through divorces around the same time. And she also dated several younger guys. And we talked about how if we were out with our girlfriends, it was younger men that approached us.
Yeah. Thank you, pornography, for stepmom porn. I really think that's part of it. I really do. Well, I mean, same thing. Like, I know people who have said, I think I was this person's, like, they had an older person fantasy. Or fetish. Yeah.
Mhm.
Right.
Yeah.
Says the key person.
Yeah, I know.
But yeah, I think it's all on how you approach the person too.
It really
But a lot
is.
of times there's body language that's giving off either stay away from me
Okay,
or bring
but
it
sometimes
on.
I can't read your face with so much fucking Botox in there. I need your forehead to communicate to me. If your fucking eyebrows look like everybody tells you a secret and you're just, you know what I mean? Like you got that permanent look of a secret on your face. That's what who can do that? You can't really do that. But I think you're right. Here's what I would kind of, we'll close it out with the kind of this thing is I don't think men should be afraid to respectfully approach women.
No.
Right. And women shouldn't be expected to welcome every approach. I mean, we can't say that either.
Being hit on is like
somewhat of a compliment.
It's a very nice compliment. I think I told you about how the other month I had a mover who asked me, "Are you single?" And then followed up with, "Are you sure?" When I said, "No, I'm not." Like it felt great.
It did?
Yes.
Even with the "Are you sure?"
Yeah, because I mean, he was a good-looking black man, and I was like, if I was single, but I'm not. I mean,
that puts me on another thing.
Oh God, what?
all my friends that are girls, they're in their 20s. They all date black guys.
Okay, so what?
No, I'm just saying it's just it's not a bad thing. I'm not saying it's bad. It's just that there's like 5, 6 girls in the group that do.
Yeah,
isn't that kind of?
will they only date black men?
Some of them, yes.
Oh, see, that is a little odd. I dated everything.
Yeah. I mean, if me and Marianne were,
why do you think that is?
What?
Why do you think that is?
No,
I mean, if you're going to believe the stereotypes, you better believe all them stereotypes. I think it was Eddie Murphy that said that.
Yeah, I don't blame them. Those guys are cool too. We hang out with them.
Yeah, I know.
Tell you what, no one fucks with you if you hang out with black guys. No one fucks with you.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, am I making you uncomfortable?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, I agree. I mean, I think you're probably right because we have like a fear or whatever. It's an intimidation, right? There's intimidation there. Sure.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people don't want to be seen as racist or, you know what I mean? So they don't know what to say. They feel like they can't be themselves.
There's also, I mean, there's just an attraction level. I have always said since I was even younger, I found black men very, very attractive.
I get it because I find black women very attractive.
Yeah, but it's not that I only dated black men. I mean, I was married to a Jew. Like, I have dated everything.
It's fucking phenomenal.
There were in between in the few years there were 3 different black guys, and
did they all have, was it all true about the lengths?
What?
You were thinking the same thing.
I didn't mean to say. I didn't say anything. She was about to answer. She just paused. I don't know.
Anyways.
Oh, wow.
That's a no.
Oh, you think so?
I would say 2 were very large. 1 was average.
Yeah.
But there's also some white men that I've seen that it's like, holy shit. So, yeah. Anyway.
I don't know what that's like. So let's,
But even when I started dating Joe and I told my mom, I am seeing someone, I really like him. His name's Joe. We had been hanging out for about a month. And her first question was, is he black? Because my family knew that,
She's going to kill me. I'm going to say it. Marianne dated black men before me.
Okay.
So when I tell people that, they go, man, you must be something. I'm like, as far as I am, I'm a fucking disappointment.
See, but you can't say that. I mean, I think a lot of times attraction goes into like if we're talking sexual and energy and all that stuff, and like attraction can absolutely change how behavior is interpreted. I really think that, and rejection doesn't retroactively make a guy creepy. It just doesn't. But if you continue and you can't read the room, then you're creepy.
Yes. Yeah. One slight-handed comment is acceptable, but if you persist.
Yeah.
See, I'm not creepy anymore. I'm not. I totally don't bother people.
I'm creepy.
In a good way, though. Girls can be creepy unless, oh, no, that's true. Forget what I was just going to say. Whatever.
All right. I know Laura's got to get out of here.
But Bill, hold on.
Yeah.
We have one last thing.
Oh.
An early birthday gift. It's creepy.
Is it? It's awesome. I didn't even, I totally forgot because I'm not even thinking that.
She goes and gives you gifts, and then it makes.
I didn't pay a dime for it. I actually got paid to take this from someone's home the other day.
Sex swing?
It's a sex swing.
This is a sex swing. I got paid to take it from someone's home.
My client on Friday, she got rid of it, and I showed it to Joe. He's like, "We're not going to use it." I was like, "Please," and he said, "No." I go, "Then I'm going to give it to Bill."
Would you use it, Bill?
I plead the fifth.
I mean, it could fit right over this table.
Oh my God. I'm sure Matt could get it up there.
I think Matt could get it up there.
So
this table
bad.
is values.
All right. Okay.
Joe goes, "Babe, if we put that up, Camden's going to find it, and he's just going to swing from it."
It looks like a swing on the playground.
Well, here's the thing: is like I almost feel like I would need to disinfect it.
She was a clean hoarder.
Oh,
actually, hold on.
disinfect it.
She's a single woman, and I was totally thinking, I was like, "Oh, Mark would like her." She's sort of short, curvy, and freaky.
How old?
Probably 50s.
All right. Put that in the back burner.
Oh my God! All right, we'll wrap it up. Here's the thing: make the offer, read the response, respect the response, fellas, and then you won't get labeled creepy. I think that's how you do it.
That should be your saying at the end of every show.
Read the make the offer, read the response, respect the response,
and don't be creepy.
Oh, and don't be creepy. All right, maybe we'll do that.
So just say don't be creepy.
No,
Don't be creepy.
Don't
be creepy, fellas. Don't be creepy. For Laura, who had the offensive line of the Buffalo Bills working overtime. Oh, yeah. For Mark, who went to Brian Adams, got his shirt on. Looks good.
Yeah, bought it from one of the guys that sell it for $10.
Yes.
I
love those guys.
I'm Bill Moran. We'll see you next time.
Opportunity for me is just a curse. Tell that judge he make us feel. My title have to wait. Down here they're looking for a Cadillac with Tennessee, please.